How should we prioritize the items to be discussed, especially when we have lots to cover? Okay. In the sprint review, you absolutely want to be talking about the work you've done. Okay. But where to start? Well, you could start with the simple stuff. You could start with the stuff that you know stakeholders want. Personally, I'm lazy. I'm going to be led by them. So I'm going to ask a nice open question. Right? Once you've shown them some stuff, or at least once you've set the scene for the conversation, ask them, what interests you most? Where do you want to go first? Okay. There's nothing wrong with going in with a very rough script, but really, these stakeholders have turned up for a reason. What is that reason? What do they want to see? What do they want to know? Hopefully, as a team, you're aware of what's truly valuable, what the most valuable stuff is. Okay? And that could be a good guidance. That could be the starting place that you suggest. But what if somebody very senior has come along and wants to see something important that's elsewhere in the product? Maybe, just maybe, you want to have a chat about that first. Okay? It's good manners to release people from meetings as soon as they can. Okay? But also, why is it important? Why that one piece? It wasn't, it's not part of the goal. It's not key to what we're doing. How has it become important? So for me, open it up to the room. Okay? Have an idea of what you want to start with, but open it up, see what they say. Where do they want to go? It's very much like coaching, dancing in the moment, taking that chance to just say, where do you want to start? Now, I know what some people are thinking at this point, because they're going to be where I've been in the past. My stakeholders won't say. Okay? Work out what's valuable. And the best way to do that is understand what value is for your product. Okay? And it's probably not some number. Okay? We all like a number. It makes life easier, but it's going to be more of a gut instinct. Think about value in terms of what matters to the product today towards, most likely, a product goal or a product vision. So have a look at the work. What's that sprint goal? Of that sprint goal, what's the key parts? Okay. Kick off with that. Have a rough order. Maybe make it so that you start where it is most sensible to get to the most important thing first. It may not make sense to start with the most important thing if it's part of a workflow. So you may want to kick off at the start of that workflow and work your way through to show this is what matters. This is why you've all turned up. Here you go. Here it is, fully working. Take them through it. But always remember that any demonstration you're offering is only there to create conversation. Okay? So pause. Give them opportunities to speak. Listen to what they say. Maybe they've seen this before and you can skip it. Great. Might save some time. Maybe you can use that time later on for a more useful conversation. But throughout it, when you've got a lot of stuff to cover, personally, I would go into any sprint review with a rough plan of attack, a rough idea of the order that we're going to take it in. But I'm going to be led by the stakeholders, by the customers, because this is a meeting for them to understand what you've done as a team, give feedback on it, and help you understand what's important going forwards. And if you can get squeezed into there, I know I've primed the pump several times in the past, get them to say thank you to the other developers. Just recognize the effort, acknowledge that it's a hard work and a job well done. So don't worry too much. If you've got a lot of stuff to get through, you've got a lot of stuff to get through. That's a good thing. Right? We did a load of stuff this spring. Where do you want to start? Put it out like a buffet. Let them choose and follow their interests.